All right, I got a smoking hot three-headed babe looking at me, and I'd like to have some good time. All right? Yeah, baby, show me those three heads.
If you wish to woohoo with said Bob, pray tell. I ask you this, lucky devil. Smash or pass?
I fucked a tree, alright?
She doesn't say it.
In my defense, I didn't know he was a tree.
Did it look like, was this the guy? You see this face? You see this guy?
Yeah.
You just run away. No, he's dirty, he's filthy, he's nasty. He's nasty.
Oh, okay.
He wears Crocs
Oh,
without
okay.
socks.
Oh, that's disgusting. Oh my God, no.
It is a Polaroid picture of two tiny nips from the rhinoceros that Effie just fucking lit ablaze with a massive fireball. And then you hear a bit of a like slithering sound, like tentacles, like looks like we got ourselves some fresh meat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into another D&D session. Today's date, Monday, February 10th. We are 4 days away from Valentine's Day, ladies and gentlemen. 4 days away from the day of love. 4 days away from a holiday love. 4 days away from love. And love is in the air tonight. Because tonight's story, all right, involves 3 individuals on a journey. But before we get into that, welcome in. If it's your first time here, ladies and gentlemen, we do D&D every Monday night here on the channel. PM EST, twitch.tv/DJYams. And if you ever miss a session, don't worry. Don't worry, because we always upload these on the YouTube. I think we're like, what, 6? No, 5? We're like 5 sessions in. 5 sessions in. So, with that being said, my dear friends, before we get into anything, let us welcome the legends. Diavola, welcome in. How you feeling today? How you feeling? How you feeling?
Ready to light everything on fire
I love it.
and rock and roll.
I love it. Big shout out to Diavola. Diavola, amazing photographer in Final Fantasy 14, amazing G poser. A big shout out Aeon Studios. You see her at every party. Big shout out Church of Exo. All right. If you're looking for the party place to be on a Friday night, a Saturday night, any night, go get with Diavola. She knows all the ins and outs. Also, welcoming the great, the powerful, the wonderful, the amazing. Salute. Officer Runs, welcome in, my friend. How the hell are you doing today?
Salute. Ready to protect the group with all this holy power.
I love it. Big shout out Officer Runs. Amazing officer. One time, Officer Runs and I, we were playing Police Academy Simulator, Police Simulator. He had a taser, and he just let it rip on a pedestrian, and it was a fun. It was
10:30, man. He was 10:30.
10:30, yo. I'm telling you, it was absolutely beautiful. And of course, let's also welcome in none other than the great, the powerful, the wonderful, the other half of the Officer Runs family, Megan, you legend. Welcome in, Megan. How you feeling today?
Thank you. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling very good now that I see that we are on a ship
I love it.
with my water goddess.
I love it. Yes. We're not just on any ship. We're on a Nautiloid, ladies and gentlemen, which we will get to know in just a bit. Player Unknown Illy coming out with a follow. What's up, Player Unknown? Welcome in. We're just in time. I'm about to start some Dungeons and Dragons. Welcome in. So with that being said, friends, if you'd like to join us, we do this every Monday night, 8 p.m. EST. Usually runs about 2 hours. Well, they're always scheduled to run 2 hours, but they always run a little late. So with that being said, welcome in. If you'd like to join us in game, we're at Yaddy's Pub, Crystal Malboro, Goblet, Ward 2, Plot 42. We've got Midnight Morning, amazing Bard Ensemble, who will be providing tonight's ambiance and tonight's tunes. Onika Gang is greeting. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me weave you a tale. I want you to close your eyes and picture this. An endless, ink black sea dotted with shimmering stars. A cosmic ocean where time and space dance in perpetual twilight. You stand upon the deck of the Starry Horizon, a vessel as old as legend and twice as peculiar. You see, this is no ordinary ship. It's part machine, part living creature. Its very walls pulsing with a slow, steady rhythm, like a heartbeat of a long-forgotten titan. And as you inhale, the scent of brine and shellfish clings to the air. It's a constant reminder of the creature from which this ship was born. It's ancient. Weathered timbers creak underfoot, as if whispering tales of high seas battles and daring escapes through the astral void. Somewhere within these walls, the ghost of a crustacean spirit murmurs softly. A remnant of a life once vibrant, now reduced to wistful dreams of home and lost kin. And tonight, my friends, tonight, fate has gathered the three of you here. Adventurers of every sort, chosen to claim the helm of this half-living, half-mystical relic. A retired pirate captain, his voice echoing like a half-remembered song, has entrusted you with a mission as wild and unpredictable as the astral sea itself, to chart a course beyond the known, to seek out a hidden sanctuary where the descendants of this ancient crustacean may finally rest in peace. I want you to look around. As you look around, the deck is alive with possibility. Harpoon guns and enchanted star maps lie at the ready, waiting for your bold decisions. And the vast expanse ahead shimmers with promise and peril alike. A realm where chaos meets wonder. Every turn of this cosmic tide could lead to treasure, mystery, or even misadventure. Now, as the astral winds begin to stir, and the ship softly groans, as if awakening from a long slumber, you feel it deep in your bones, the pulse of destiny calling you forth. This is your moment to seize the unknown, to write your own legend among the stars. Welcome aboard the Starry Horizon, my friends. Let's set sail into the madness and majesty of the astral sea. Now then, let's get introductions out of the way. Officer Runs, pray tell, please introduce your character.
Officer Runs hails from a very far distinct land. Some may call it medieval at times, and was teleported to this unknown land of wonder or stars, and foreseeks to complete his mission for his new AI goddess, has portrayed him or forsook him on. Yet he does not know what that mission is, but he is here to cleanse whatever evil is here.
I love it. Perfect. 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 Megan, pray tell, please introduce your character.
I am Risalka Varel, the Siren of the Shattered River. She was born a wood elf in a clan of druids in this time of devastation, of this Mad Max style level of ruins, and her home was invaded by a band of evil men, and they basically took all the power that they had instilled to keep nature and the rivers flowing and the ancient power of her ancestors came to her when she was stolen away from them and captured and helped her escape. And now she's on a path for retribution to find Vexor Grath, the man that destroyed her homeland. And she has the power of water, which is very useful.
I love it.
In a world where things are
I
not
love
doing
it.
so well.
What was his name again?
Vexor Grath.
Vexor Grath. Let me write that down. Vexor Grath. I like that. 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 Vexor Grath. All right. Thank you. Beautiful.
You're welcome.
All right. All right. Beautiful. Thank you. And last but certainly not least, Diavola, please introduce your character.
Lucky Double. She's here for the moonshine, the vibes, and lighting everything on fire. She is a tiefling artificer. She's here to keep the ship running. She's drunk pretty much all the time. And that's dangerous because, you know, flamethrower, fire. She came up hardscrabble on the streets, but she's brilliant, creative, talented, can build anything out of anything. She's MacGyver, but drunk with a lot of fire.
I love it. I love it. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Lucky Devil, MacGyver, Tiefling, MacGyver, Artificer, beautiful. I love it. Rusalka, Elven. Let me see.
Or Wood Elf Druid.
Yeah, yes. Wood Elf Druid, beautiful. And of course, Officer Runs, the Azamar Paladin. I love this so much. Beautiful. Nice. Well, beautiful. As the last of your introductions fades into the murmurs of camaraderie on the deck, the Starry Horizon seems to exhale a deep, resonant sigh. The living ship's walls pulse gently as if catching their breath, and a familiar salty tang of seafood hangs in the air. But tonight, something is different. The steady hum of the arcane engines deepens, and an undercurrent of tension threads through the normally comforting creaks of our vessel. And as you glance out toward the infinite black of the astral sea, you catch the glimmer of distant lights. These are stars. Distant stars. The galaxy is endless. And suddenly an intercom, you hear a voice coming from the ship's intercom. Yeah, is this Officer Runs, Lucky Devil, and Rusalka? Psh, over.
What the devil?
Hello? Psh, is this thing
Yes.
on? Hello? Who?
Hello?
All right. Are the three of you there?
Who goes there?
All right. Well, it's me. It's Captain Captain Shellfish. And my ship, this is it. This is the last of its kind. I've paid you well. You've been paid you handsomely. And your mission, I'm not even going to say should you choose to accept it because you're already on the ship. You've already accepted it. But your mission is to guide this ship to its homeland. The thing is, this nautiloid, this crustacean, is as old. It's the oldest ship in the galaxy, but I guarantee you it's the fastest one. All right, I guarantee you it's the fastest one. The thing is, all right, I left you some star maps. You're gonna have to go look those up. All right, they're in the captain's quarters. All right, go look at the star maps. Find out where you need to go. All right, but you're going into uncharted territory. Be careful. There are harpoons on the deck. All right, you got a couple harpoon guns. In case anything comes out your way, listen, there's a bunch of baddies out in the Eorzea, right? There's a bunch of baddies out there. But listen, you're going to go out there. Your mission, you need to sail this thing back to its homeland, all right? Sometimes whenever you go to sleep, it might visit you, all right? It might visit you in your dreams. I tell you, these nautiloids, these tentacle creatures, they have a way of things, all right? But listen, all right? Get this thing to its home, wherever it needs to go, all right? All three of you, you all passed your tests, you all passed your physicals, you're ready, all right? And when you take this thing back to its homeland, all right, we'll be sure to hail you as heroes, all right? But remember, just be careful out there. There's a bunch of spooky threats out there. Does anybody have any questions?
We have a pilot. We should be good.
All right, good. If you need anything, like I said, there's a bunch of food. There's a bunch of food everywhere. I left you the passcodes for all the secret areas and everything, all the doors and everything. But remember, listen, I can't do anything about the smell. All right, I mean, listen, you're in a nautiloid. You're gonna get that smell of shellfish throughout your journey. But other than that, whenever you're ready to set sail, just tell the nautiloid telepathically. Just listen. Between you and me, that thing is always reading your mind, all right? That thing is always reading your deepest thoughts. It knows every secret. So you'll be able to control it with your mind. You'll be able to tell it where it wants to go, all right? But just be careful out there, all right? And hopefully you don't run into any trouble, but you need to take this thing back to its home, all right? There's a big hive mind, all right? There's a big hive mind out deep in space. And whenever you're ready to go, just tell it where you want it to go. Don't forget to look at those star maps in the captain's quarters. And, be careful out there. Be careful out there. All right?
Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Anybody else have any questions?
Is there I'm sorry. I had a little bit to drink last night. Did you say tentacles dreams?
Yes.
Tentacles in my dreams.
Tentacles are going to visit you in your dreams. Listen, all right? It's a crazy... Listen, all right? Listen. That's why it's the fastest ship in the galaxy, all right? Listen, you're not going to find the fastest ship than this here, all right? Than this here Nautiloid, all right? It might be old. It might be old, but the tentacles, they will visit you in your dreams. So get some rest if you need to. And if you get lost, just know that, hey, you go to sleep and you might get a dream. Someone might get a dream, all right? I can't promise that all three of you will get a dream at the same time. It's only one tentacle being, that controls this thing. But, all right, needless to say, if you like calamari, you're going to have some good dreams. If you catch my drift.
Tentacle dreams sounds like a typical Monday night in this place, let me tell you.
I tell you. But be safe out there. My name has been Captain Shellfish, and if you need anything, you can just buzz me. But I can only help you as far as this radio will reach. I mean, listen, the astral sea is deep. I don't know where this thing lives, but mark my words, all right? It'll find its way home. These nautiloid creatures, these like half machine, half squid creatures, they have a way of finding their own way home. You might have to, kind of poke them in the right direction, but, you catch my drift. But if anybody else has any other questions, I gotta all right? I got a smoking hot 3-headed babe looking at me, and I'd like to have some good time, all right? So if anybody has any questions, now's your chance. And then you kind of just hear this kind of just ruckus going on in the background and then he's just like you hear in the distance and he's like, yeah baby, show me those 3 heads.
Wow.
3 heads? Do you think he's got 3 anything else? No?
I have 3 fingers. I have 3 fingers on every hand, all right?
How many hands do you have?
Just two.
Well, disappointing.
Oh, no.
But okay.
All right, then. Well, anyways, you be safe out there. and try not to break anything. All right, try not to break anything. This is my ship, and it served me well, but now it's time for me to retire my ship and have it send it back to its homeland, wherever the hell it came from. All right, I bought this from some dude 30 years ago, and I don't know where he got it from, but anyway, this ship is it's a part of me. All right, so please take care of it. Please take care of it, and go and have fun, and please try not to break anything. All right.
Is there an insurance package that we can take out, like a secondary warranty? Like.
Let me see. All right. Oh my goodness. Hang on. And then you kind of hear him ruffling and shit, and in the distance he talks away from the intercom. He's like, "Hang on, baby. Hang on. Just stay right there. No. Don't leave. They're just stay right there. I'll be right there. No, they're asking for some extra warranty or something. All right. Hang on." And then he's like, I don't know. Listen. Basically, everything is insured. And it says so. It says, oh, yes, right here. He, she, they who pilots this ship, should anybody perish aboard this ship, their loved ones is compensated and all funeral costs will be paid. So if the three of you die, your loved ones will be compensated and your funerals will be paid for.
Wonderful. You've sold me.
There it is.
I feel so confident. Let's get back to your three-headed friend.
All right.
I don't want to keep you any further.
Too drunk to care.
There it is. All right, then. Well, you be safe out there, and sweet dreams. All right, baby. And then he kind of walks and he hangs up, and the last thing you hear before the intercom cuts is, "All right, baby, show me what those heads do." And then the intercom cuts, and then the three of you are left at the helm on the starboard deck of the Starry Horizon, the main deck.
Wow. Well, if that doesn't fill us with confidence, I don't know what will. Shall we investigate the captain's areas where these maps are before we tell this nautiloid to set off on some unknown area?
Point me in a direction and I will follow. I'm too dumbfounded by all this tentacle and black starness.
Dear your tin can god, bless your heart. Right, let's go find it.
All right, you star-crossed lovers, let's go check this out.
There it is, yo.
Okay. So, this is uncomfortable. I don't like the way this ship feels.
Yeah.
I'm not enjoying this in the slightest.
So you've been sailing around, the astral sea, and you see it's you see just there's a vast emptiness around you. You see stars, you see a bunch of planets, but right now, and there are windows, there's windows around you, but there's also a bunch of outdoor, there's the area that you're currently in right now, it's outdoors, so you get a full clear view of the night sky and the universe sky. It's very, 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 very dark. And you see a bunch of moons around you. You see a bunch of suns around you. You see a couple space stations. I mean, it's massive. It's colors of dark violet and a mix of black and blue, a little bit of amber glow from the sun. It's actually pretty peaceful. Every now and again, you get the occasional hum, which sounds like an engine, or more of a humming sound, but yeah, and then as you glance over to the west side of the ship, towards where those tentacles are, they're kind of just they're you're not really sure what direction you're moving in. You are moving, but because of how space works, you could be moving up, you could be moving down. You don't really know, but you definitely are moving. You have You know, you've been, like I said, you've been sailing. You just for about an hour. You know, you just left the space station, and yeah, the three of you are being paid handsomely by Captain Shellfish to pilot this thing to its home world, wherever that may be. Uncharted territory, some would say. But as you look around, you see that there are 3 harpoon guns loaded, ready to fire. One on the west side, one on the north, one on the south. And you see a grating, like a metal grating, which leads to a lower area, almost like a brig.
I think
you see that there's a door.
I think that would be the next move.
Mm-hmm.
To go to the brig.
All right.
I mean, I'm only one member of the party, so I wouldn't assume to know what they would like to do.
Also, if you want, you can also to move your characters, you can move them with the up, down, left, right arrow keys on your keyboard as well. And if you want to see, get a lay of the land. Rusalka, as your character moves around, you step on that tempered steel grating. You look down, and you see just a black emptiness. It's very, very, very dark from where you're at. But then you glance over and you see that there is a door immediately to your east. And
Alright, I better follow with her. Can't let her get lost in there. Maybe there's some barrels of ale down there.
I don't know where I'd be without my MacGyver.
There it is. There it is. Lucky Devil. How about roughly how many drinks has Lucky Devil had? You know, up until this point.
When is she not drinking? Is the question. It's a consistent flow, so I'd say she's about up to her shins right now, so she's not totally gone, but she's comfortably tipsy.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. As Rusalka and Officer runs, you make your way inside this area. You enter the crustacean shell. It's a conch shell, which varies in width. It's actually pretty wide. And as you kind of move around, you see that the shell, it bears the scars of countless battles. This thing has definitely seen some wear and tear. There's actually a few holes that expose the outside area, and you see just that empty black sky. And that empty black night sky, and you see also fine silvery cracks that cover the entirety of the shell, and it's almost a bit of a natural beauty to it. This is definitely a living creature, and as you kind of bask in the beauty of this ship, there is a door that leads. You see door that leads. There's two. There's a kind of not like a door, but like a walkway that leads downstairs from here and from here in this area.
And you said this is battle. It's seen a lot of battles.
Yes. Yeah. You see, there are scorch marks from laser blasts, and it's definitely received some hull damage. This is basically the Millennium Falcon of Nautiloids. Fast as hell ship, bucket of butt, also a bucket of bolts, or in this case, a tentacle of bolts.
Officer runs, wonders to himself, is this battle from within or without the ship?
Officer runs.
Now,
Please, hit me with your best. Hit me with your best wisdom saving throw, please. As you ponder this, suddenly you feel... Yo! Shee! You suddenly feel something kind of try to slither its way into your mind. And with a 25...
Oh, jeez.
You feel,
Oh, wow.
not so much as feel, but you hear a voice, a very unfamiliar voice. And the voice says to you,
Many years, long battles. Captain Shellfish took good care of me, commanding this ship. Countless battles we've seen, countless battles we've won. But I grow tired. I wish to go home.
and then you hear a bit of a, like, slithering sound, like tentacles, like, like, like,
Oh, jeez. Officer runs, hears all of this, and tells his companions all of this information.
Right. I specifically, very distinctly dislike that part of your story. Please don't ever do that again. I don't enjoy that. No, thank you.
You know what, Cap? I appreciate the accuracy of your rendition of the dream voice. Where is home? Are we supposed to be looking at these star charts? Are these down here? Are these up there? I don't know. I don't want to be on this ship any longer than we gotta.
Yeah, let's just get this out of the way. We have a decision to make on the left or the right. Which to help this creature get home. Is there any way to do some sort of potential try to a perception of, you know, which way might be the best and quickest way to get out of here?
So, so you see steps that lead downstairs. Would you like to travel down the stairs, mayhaps?
Yes.
As the three of you travel down the stairs, all right, you come to an area. All right, let's see. Bada boom. Alright, let me just fix my door. Why is my door not working? Hang on. Right.
Doors, how do they work, right?
Right, for real. Yes, here we go. Alright, open. And open. Beautiful. Alright. Beautiful. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. There it is. Hunk Shepherd, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. As the three of you enter the antechamber. This small room, you look around you. You see a desk with various papers, a round table with various weapons. And you see two paintings that decorate the walls of this chamber. And the first one depicts Captain Shellfish, and he's holding a recently caught fish. And you actually see Captain Shellfish for the first time when the three of you received this contract. This was all through a mutual employer that the three of you have been working with for quite some time. But you see Captain Shellfish for the very first time, and he has the face of a hippopotamus. He's a hippopotamus humanoid, very kind of like surly mustache. Whether it's a mustache or it's whiskers, but you see just that big snout, that big mandible of his, and he's holding this massive fish that he caught. You see his 3 fingers and his 2 hands that he had on his that he had. But then you see that he also has 3 legs. He does have 3 legs.
Okay. He should have led with that. I should have been.
He's wearing just this very floral shirt with like palm tree prints on it and everything, and he's got like a big straw hat on it. It looks like a very jovial man. He's short in nature. And the second painting portrays the Starry Horizon, the ship that you're on, just soaring through the skies. But it's also of a time long ago, because you see that the hull is perfectly intact. The tentacles are a nice, bright, vibrant purple color. There's no cracks or anything. It's probably when Captain Shellfish first inherited this ship. But that's what you see here.
Quite different than what I had pictured in my head. But he looks friendly. So that's good. I believe his story a little bit more now. And that it's been his ship for a very long time and has made it through. Let us have a look at these star maps to help get him this.
Officer Runs haunts a dorm next to himself. Looks like the captain's quarters.
Did he give you a name, Officer Runs? The name of the ship when he entered your mind in such a very strange way?
Not a Lloyd.
Okay, but that's just it. Not a Lloyd. Okay. Not Bert or anything. Just not a Lloyd.
Rosalka, when you get, please hit me with your best wisdom saving throw.
Okay, I'm excited. My sheet is... There it goes. It was not loading a second ago. Okay. And... Saving there. Okay. And...
All right. Okay. 13.
Oh.
As you're wondering and speaking with Officer Runs about a certain name, you also feel it too. It's that feeling that you're being watched. It's that feeling that something is trying to make its way into your mind. And then that's when you hear a voice slither into your mind. And you hear it for the first time.
My name is Bob.
Fantastic. I very much dislike that experience, but it's nice to meet you, Bob.
Is Bob short for something?
Devil. So
Robert?
So Devil.
Bobby.
So Devil. You don't hear this.
Yes, I'm going.
I assumed that she was replying to him out loud, but you know what?
I just said it out loud to Bob.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, Bob.
Okay. Devil, as you say, is Bob short for anything? Hit me with your best wisdom saving throw, please. Lucky Devil. With a 14, there's a bit of silence in the air, Lucky Devil. And as you're waiting for a response, kind of everyone's just like, you know, it's like, you know, the John Travolta meme, like we're just like waiting around. Suddenly, that's when you feel it too, Lucky Devil. A feeling of unease, of tension. And then you feel a voice slither into your mind, Lucky Devil.
Bob stands for Bring on the boobies.
Oh my god.
And
I think Bob might just be here for the vibes too. I'm not sure what's happening
Yeah.
right now.
I'm kidding.
and
I can tell that Lucky is a little shaken up. So what did he say? Did he talk to you too?
Bob's here for the wenches.
No.
And as this voice, this mind flayer, nautiloid, crustacean voice leaves your mind, you suddenly hear the ship kind of like let out like a hearty chuckle, but it's not a very obvious chuckle. It kind of sounds like a very filtered out, soft, soft like chuckle. It kind of like echoes around the whole chamber.
Is Bob okay? Does anyone else wonder? Is there a reason the Captain Starfish? No, not Starfish. Shellfish. Starfish. Brown? No. Is there a reason this guy didn't take his ship home himself? I'm a little concerned. I think the alcohol's wearing off, and then she pulls out a flask and takes a few swigs of moonshine because this is a lot for her.
Yeah, I love it. As you take a swig of this moonshine, Lucky Devil, please hit me with your best Constitution saving throw to see just how effective this moonshine is on your body and mind. Woo! This shot right here,
Oh no.
it hits you. It hits you hard.
Oh man.
Lucky Devil. After experiencing all this, the and everything that's been going on, you feel a little enamored, a little inebriated, deep in your cup, some would say, and you've got a bit of liquid courage.
Okay.
As I notice Lucky Devil, as Officer Runs notice Lucky Devil getting inebriated, I grab Lucky Devil and I go to the room to my right.
Okay. As you enter this bigger chamber, you are greeted. As you enter this almost living area, you see a central chamber for resting and recreation. It contains a table with 4 wooden chairs, and the walls are decorated with hand-drawn images of Captain Starfish and his crew. And of course, they look much, much, much younger. His crew consisting of Leonin, a almost lion-like, humanoid beast-like creature.
As we're noticing this, not to interrupt, as we're noticing this, the reason I'm grabbing her is because I've seen chairs. And
Okay.
I'm trying to get her to sit down.
Okay, all right. And you also see etched on the stern wall is the phrase, "I promise you we will find it. Take what it takes." And as you look around on these tables, that's when you see a bunch of maps, star maps, with coordinates, bunch of different planets. The previous planet that you were on, the 3 of you, is right there in the middle of this star map. And then you see like a bunch of like dotted lines, and then like crossed out, planets that are like crossed out. You see a couple planets with like X's hand drawn on them. And then you see that there are other star maps that have a bunch of like destinations with question marks. You see planets that have question marks. You also see like kind of like rock formations that have question marks. And then you quickly ascertain that these are areas that Captain Shellfish never explored in his journey to get his nautiloid creature, the Starry Horizon, back home.
Okay, so before Lucky is comatose, how about we review these star maps?
Mm-hmm.
If anything speaks to you for the next place that we could kind of... He said that this ship takes itself, but it looks clearly like we've been searching for something. So those are a little bit of a juxtaposition, because what are we looking for if the ship takes itself home? I would ask Lucky, do a little bit of MacGyvering. What would you think is the best course of these star maps? Do you think there looks like one in particular that was of interest?
I think we should ask Bob. She kind of slurs, and like, as she's looking over the maps, like her eyes occasionally pausing on one of the question marks, and then looking utterly confused. Hey, Bob! You got directions for getting home?
Oh,
You got a map quest?
that was good.
You got anything? Google Maps?
There's a bit of silence in the air. And then what sounds like a burp coming from the ship. And then the kind of like ship starts to rumble and shake for a bit. Not to the point where like, you know, it's alarming, but you definitely feel it, kind of like a bit of sudden turbulence. And then Bob slithers into your mind, lucky devil, and says, and then you see these star maps, kind of like, because they're almost like tablets. They're almost like, they're not physical paper. They're almost like tablets, holograms. And you feel Bob go back into your mind and say,
Here is where we should go.
and you see the star maps kind of like filter and kind of like static out, and then you see an image of what appears to be like a rock formation, but then there's a big question mark on it, and then Bob enters the three of your minds, and you all hear this at the same time.
This is where Captain Shellfish was going to go before meeting the three-headed lady.
Oh, Bob. You were passed over for a three-headed lady. Well, we can't let this injustice.
He traded in the tentacles.
I know.
For head.
Bros before hoes.
Fair. Fair. Fair.
But Bob, we have to get you here before he... Right. I it's been a pleasure meeting you, Bob, and I don't mean to be rude, but we definitely should get you on your course. Absolutely.
There it is.
I believe we should get him situated.
Onward!
And
Oh, man.
as you
Without
say
your-
onward, you suddenly hear a yawn coming from the east side of this door, the east side of here, and you see a figure kind of like shuffling out of their hammock and into the living area. And Grease Bunny, pray tell, please introduce your character.
Oh, hello.
Let's go.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. So my character's name is Effie.
Effie.
And she's a pilot,
Mm-hmm.
but she's also a sorcerer.
Okay.
And I'm bad at stats. But like to get out of situations, she's the kind of person who wants to throw like a fireball at stuff and then like that's how she kind of deals with the situation. She's like, yeah, nah. Yeah. I don't know much about D&D, so like.
You're totally fine. You're totally fine. You know what? And that's totally fine, because like a lot, like this session is. You're not even gonna have to like worry about the character sheet, because a lot of this episode, a lot of this session, we're just gonna be doing like theater of the mind, which is just kind of just like, I'll paint the scene for you, whatever the heck you want to do, just go for it. I didn't get a chance to make your character sheet, so we'll just theater of the mind it, and if you whatever you think your character would want to do on this crazy ass adventure, hell yeah.
Destroy the only
universe. The only thing you'll need to. So are you on tablet right now, or are you on like desktop?
Tablet.
Okay. So we'll just do with your when it like whatever happens, like if we need to like roll dice, just go at like whenever you need to roll a dice, all you're gonna do is in like the little message box in the bottom, just type roll. And then just type roll.
Oh, like in game.
Yeah. Roll, and then roll D. You're gonna do roll space D20, and then that'll just roll a number, and then we'll just take it. We'll just take it from there. So yeah, all you're gonna have to do is just type /roll space D20 together, and then we'll take it from there. Also, I wonder. You know what? Yeah, cool. Yeah, and then, we'll just assume that you're also just like always just traveling with the party. But welcome in, big shout out. Is this also your first time, Grease Bunny, playing D&D?
It is, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got our first timer. I love it. So to catch you up to speed, Grease Bunny. Also, wait, how do I pronounce your character's name again?
Effie.
Effie, beautiful. Effie. So. Effie, just to catch up to speed, the four of you, you've been traveling some time. You're, whether you're whether you are, simply put, out of game, out of character, you are like the Guardians of the Galaxy. You've been traveling together. You've been with each other for quite some time, but basically the four of you have been paid to pilot this ship known as the Starry Horizon back to its home world, because it's this ship, it's half sea creature, half machine. It's like an octopus, but it's also kind of like a something that like it speaks to you through your mind. And it's seen some wear and tear, and it's time for this ship to get retired. But the thing is, we don't know where the heck its homeworld is, and so we're gonna have to fly through space to find out just where the heck its homeworld is. Fortunately, there's a bunch of different way markers on the maps that are in front of you, which kind of like can give you a general direction on where the heck to go. But other than that, get as wacky as you want.
Okay, and it sounds like something spoken to our minds, and that we found a bunch of star maps. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So there's like the creature, like the ship is called the Starry Horizon, but the creature that pilots it, I guess you could say like it's conscious. His name is Bob. And his name is Bob.
It is short for bring on the boobies.
Yes, it is short for bring on the boobies. Yeah.
I mean, that must mean the bird, right? Like a blue-footed booby. That's what that means, right?
Right? I don't know which kind of bird.
Bring on the boobies. And so it's and it speaks to you also prior to this. The captain also did tell you that like if you ever get lost, you can go to sleep, and the creature that pilots this ship has like a tendency to enter your dreams and kind of like answer your questions, telling you, where best to go and where best to like proceed with stuff.
Okay. Like Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Okay.
There
Alright.
it is.
How about this?
So we have Effie, we have Double, we have Lucky Duck, we have Effie, right? Yeah, we have
EFFY.
we have Effie, and you. What was your race again?
She's a half elf.
Half elf. Cool. Half. So we have this. So there it is. And Rusalka is also a half elf. Yes.
I'm a wood elf.
Wood elf. Shout out to pointy ears.
We
So
won't start the beef if you know about it. It's fine. It's okay.
I love it. So we have the Lucky Devil, the Tiefling, and Officer Runs, the Aasimar Paladin, and Rusalka, the Wood Elf, and Effie, the Half Elf. So yes, the four of you are now in here. You have star maps.
Okay.
And
Unfortunately, these star maps are not in Elvish, but that's okay because Bob just told us which one to go to. So we're good. And now we have our pilot, so we are excellent. We are doing very well.
There it is. And as the four of you get acquainted, well, as the three of you get acquainted with Effie, who just woke up from a long nap.
I did.
A long nap, yeah, you got your beauty sleep and everything. You then begin to feel the ship engage its propulsion system, and it starts to take off at a slow, gradual, pace. And then, as you look out to the as you look out at the windows of this living quarters, you then begin to see a ripple of silver that quickly morphs into something more defined. And at first, they're barely more than twinkling reflections among the stars, but as you squint into the void, you begin to make out elongated, angular shapes streaking through space with a predatory grace, slicing through the darkness as if they own every inch of it. And then there's a sudden crackle over the ship's intercom, and its voice is wry and laced with urgency. And it cuts through the silence in this room, and it says,
Attention. We have unexpected visitors approaching.
And then the Starry Horizon seems to smirk through its creaks, as if it's in on this private joke. And you feel a thrill of anticipation mixed with the inevitable sense of impending chaos. And as you look through the viewport, you see the shapes sharpen into unmistakable forms. You see sleek, menacing vessels with a distinctly shark-like design, and their hulls shimmer with an eerie luminescence. And you can also hear the growl of their engines echoing like distant thunder. You see, these are no ordinary interlopers. They are the notorious Jawbreakers, a gang of astral pirates, known for their wild stunts and equally wild appetites, riding what looks to be astral sharks. And they cut a swath through the void, and their intent is as clear as it is brazen. And the atmosphere in the room shifts. Excitement, tinged with a dash of apprehension, fills the space. See, this is your first real test as the new stewards of the Starry Horizon. And in the silent pause before inevitable action, the universe seems to hold its breath, awaiting your next move. Now, will you dare to challenge these cosmic marauders head-on, or will you find another way to turn this wild encounter to your favor? And suddenly, you see these three buff-ass dudes. They pull up alongside the window, And then you get a much closer look at what they're riding. They're riding space motorcycles, except they're in the form of sharks. Astral sharks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. A biker gang straight up rolls up on you, and they make eye contact with you. And you see his leader. He's like a rhinoceros-looking dude. He's got gold chains on, red eyes, an eye patch. He's got an eye patch. He's got a tattoo on his arm that says "Mom" with the heart through it and everything. And he says, "Well, what we have here, boys?" And he looks to his other two behind him, his other two gang members. "Looks like we got ourselves some fresh meat. Tells you what, you give us your ship, and we'll let you escape with your lives."
Wow.
He revs his engine, and then you see like the shark's mouth, like this motorcycle shark's mouth. You see it open up, and then you hear like a growl sound.
So I'm going to put my hand on the side of the ship, and I'm going to lean in and sort of whisper to Bob. I'm going to talk to Bob, and I'm going to say, "You're feisty, Bob, and I like it. You take care of us, and we'll take care of you." As I'm ready for battle.
As you ready for battle, Bob
Yep.
enters your mind. He enters your mind. And Bob says,
Jawbreakers are a very dangerous gang. Space pirates. But we do have 3 harpoons on the main deck. Do with them what you will.
Brilliant.
and the leader of this jawbreaker gang, he sees you. He sees you. Hold it like he sees you. He says, "Oh, ain't you a pretty little wood elf? Won't you hop on the back of my bike and won't we get out of here, lass?"
Officer Runs is going to stand in like Star-Lord and persuade him and charm him with his excellenceness while I run up to the harpoons and start casting magic, what is it? Magic weapon on it.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Distracting him with my charisma.
Okay, go ahead and hit me with your best charisma check. Woo! 20.
Wow.
20. Let me see. Let me just roll a straight D20. Let's contest it. There it is, 11. Beautiful. So as you, with a bit of panache and swagger, we see Officer Runs spring into action. Tell me, how's this look? How are you Star-Lording your way in front of?
We're gonna pretend like I was part of the group. Like, Roy, is that you? Roy, it's been a long time, Roy. Have you seen the mom? How's your mom doing, Roy?
Hey, wait, is that?
I love it when he does this. It's great.
And you see the leader. He, he kind of like, he's like looking. He's looking. He says, "Is that Rands? Rands? What the fuck, man? What?
Of course you know them. Oh my god.
Wait, I think." And then like his other two like the other two like gang leaders, they're like looking, and they look just as confused. And then like you see one of them kind of like dip underneath the ship, his like motorcycle shark kind of like dip underneath the ship, and he he's like he's like on the other side of the ship, the southern portion of the ship. The other one stays right next to their leader, and still just maintains a very, very kind of like confused look. And he says, Rands, what the hell are you wearing, mate? Is that fucking armor. That shit looks uncomfortable, lad. Why would you get rid of your leathers? And he kind of like flexes. He flexes his like leather vest. He's like, this is the brand you've got to wear, mate.
Bloody hell! I've been through a lot. Next thing you know, boom! That cannon goes off. Shoot this shark.
Holy shit! Okay. All right. So let's roll for it. Beautiful. Okay. So let me see. So the harpoon gun range. Let me see. Range weapon attack +5 to hit. All right. Go ahead and just hit me with a straight D20 roll as you fire off this cannon. There it is. Okay. All right. 13. There it is.
It does get a +1 for magic weapon.
+1 for magic weapon. Beautiful. All right. And let me see. Good shit. All right. So I love it. And so like as you're having this conversation with their leader, okay? Suddenly, wham! You hear this, you see this cannon go off. Woof, and you see it shoot this spectral bullet with a 14. The boss quickly narrows out of the way. But it hits his compatriot behind him, and you see him fall off of his Astro motorcycle deep into the abyss, thus bringing us into combat. Ladies and gentlemen, please hit me with your best initiative rolls, ladies and gentlemen, as we enter initiative combat, my friends. To roll initiative, all you gotta do is just click your character and then go to your character sheet and then hit initiative, and then it'll put you in the turn order. There it is. Lucky Devil. 11. Let me see. Click your character, and there it is. All right, so we got Officer runs with a 5. Bada boom. Rusalka. Yeah, you might have to do it again. Just like click your character, click your character thing, and then click initiative on your character sheet, and then it'll put you in.
Okay. Wait, so I tried it again.
Let me see. You know what? I think I'll have to. It's not putting you in. Let me see. Hang on.
I don't know. Let me see if I can.
All right. Rusalka. That's interesting. All right. So you're in there, and then you first rolled a 18. We're gonna put you bada boom. 18. Enter. Good. And then Diavola, Lucky Devil. Let me get you up in there. Beautiful. Lucky Devil. Good stuff. Bada bam. All right. You're up in there. Good shit. All right. Lucky Devil, 11. Bump you up. And then I'm just gonna borrow. Let me see. I wonder if I can. I'm just gonna borrow. I'm just gonna borrow Officer Run's token, and then this one will just be. All right. Oh wait, no, hang on. Bada boom. Wait. Oh, it's changing. Yeah, I guess I can't. All right, then you know what? We'll just have Effie go after Lucky Devil. Let me go ahead and boom. There it is. All right, good stuff. And then the Shark Gang will go after Effie. So with that being said, let's order this battle. Bada boom. There it is. At the top of the order, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there it is. Oh, you got a 9 again? Beautiful. Then yeah, you'll go after Lucky Devil. All right, at the top of the order. We have Rusalka. Pray tell. There's a shark. There's a mean-looking rhinoceros shark boss outside of you, there are cannons that you can use. You can also use spells if you want. The world is your oyster. But you got two mean-looking gang members, and one of them wants to take you back.
Yeah, definitely not interested in that. Well, since they want to dominate me, I might want to cast Dominate Beast.
There it is.
They can't qualify as a beast.
There it is. Dominate. You know what? This rhinoceros-looking guy, I'd say rhinoceros are a bit of a beast-like creature. And you know what? With his attitude, he's definitely bestial in nature. And go ahead, hit me with your best Dominate Beast. Hit me with it.
I cast it. Please be okay.
There it is. All right. DC 15, Wisdom saving throw. All right, we're going to say that this guy... All right, let's see. Let me go ahead and do... All right, so Wisdom save, DC 15. Let's go ahead. Let's roll a D20. Bada boom. All right. 18. All right, so as you try to dominate this foul beast, he rolls an 18.
Damn it.
And he sees what you do, and he says, oh, ain't you a pretty little thing with your little spells? That won't work on me, lass. And he licks his lips. Next to the lineup, we have Officer Runs.
See, I'm going to go ahead and... I think it was... I didn't take it, but that's fine. We're going to... No, I did. I'm going to bless the party all around me.
I love it.
Oh, thanks.
There it is. Bada boom. And that, let's see. Bless. All right, you bless up to 3 creatures within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target adds 1d4 to the attack roll or the save. So, Effie, Lucky Devil, and Rusalka, as we see Officer Runs. Hit me with some flavor, Officer Runs. What's this look like? What's this bless look like?
A bunch of Cyber 2077 ARC AI, like light binding around them to enhance them.
I love it. It goes around you.
That's pretty cool.
And you suddenly feel this bit of blessing, this cybernetic blessing. And you, anytime you make an attack roll or any roll, you can add a 1d4 to it, pray tell. All right. There it is.
Oh, sorry.
There it is. You good. All right. Is that the end of your turn, Officer Runs?
That will be the end of my turn.
There it is. Next to the lineup, we've got Lucky Devil, our tiefling.
I gotta be real. I gotta try out one of these poons. I'm sorry.
I whisper over to Evil Devil. One of them has a +1.
There it is.
Magic weapon.
I'm heading to the +1 poon.
Oh my
God.
God.
My poon extra equality.
There it is. As we see Lucky Devil command one of these harpoons, aiming it. Go ahead and hit me with your best D20 roll as we attempt to shoot the jawbreakers out of the sky.
All right.
Yeah.
What is there a simple command for that? Right, I'll have to look for something to click.
Yeah. You can either just do /roll. There it is. All right, beautiful. All right, so within 11, but it also has +1 from the blessing, 12. All right, so as you fire this harpoon, it creaks and it's heavy. You feel the tension underneath its massive weight, and you shoot this harpoon cannon. It shoots out this massive yellow amber-like ray, this big old ball, and you fire it, and you think it's gonna fucking go shoot out fast, but this one, it's a bit of a dud, and it just shoots out very slowly. And the boss of the Jawbreaker sees this, and he says, I feel sorry for you. Really, I do. You should have just given over the ship. And he just easily dodges out of the way. His compatriot, his friend that's on the other side, the southern side of the ship, just laughs. He says, Hey boss, we're gonna steal this ship real easy like. There it is. All right. Do you have a bonus action that you would like to use, or is that the end of your turn, Lucky Devil?
I think that's that for now.
All right. Next in lineup, Effie, we're in battle. Pray tell. And there's two mean-looking gang member bad guys riding these astral shark motorcycles. And they're hungry. They're hungry for blood, food, and they want to take your ship. Pray tell, what does Effie do?
Okay, well, Effie's dealt with space pirates before, so she's been standing there this entire time with her arms folded, looking at the whole scene, like, so she's kind of tired, still waking up, and she's like, what the hell is going on?
I love it.
So she's like, all right, she's thinking in her mind, cast fireball.
There it is. Yeah.
So I think she can move forward a little bit, right?
Yeah. So like now, so like, assuming we're all on the main deck, we've all moved to the main deck. Yeah, there's 3 harpoons. All right, Lucky Devil has already fired off 1. Officer Runs has fired off 1 as well. Actually, we can all just go back to the main deck. Bada boom, right there. All right. We can all just move right there. So yeah, so Lucky Devil has fired off 1. So has Officer Runs, and yeah.
Okay, so she shifts forward and she sort of breaks pose and walks up to the leader, and she's like, "All right, darling."
Yeah.
I see you're here to cause trouble, and she's kind of, she's putting her she's twirling her hair around her finger. All right, you want to take one of us, and she's sort of giving everyone time to kind of think about what they want to do next, because obviously there's 1 harpoon left. Just thinking about that.
Yeah.
And she kind of gets close enough. I'm wondering, what can Sorceress do? Can she hit him with something? She can hit him with something if she's up close, right?
Yeah.
She could use like a...
Yeah, you could, yeah. If you like, maybe like a fireball?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But won't that hit her?
That would, I mean, yeah, that would. That would, or maybe, maybe a little bit of a shocking grasp if you're up close and personal. Yeah. Yeah, this guy's he's because you can he's like riding up alongside, like the main deck, so. Okay,
so he's on the actual shark.
Well, no, he's not on, he's driving his his motorcycle shark up alongside you, but he's like within range. You can't really go reach out and grab him, but
right.
He's there,
Okay. Okay, so she's like, why don't you come a bit closer so I can feel those rippling muscles? And, she's like, love the tattoo, by the way. Love the tattoo. It's gorgeous. And like, they all know what she's up to because they like her crew know that like this is how she feels.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
So she's kind of flirting and being like, oh, yeah, and like batting her eyelashes. And then she just puts her hand forward and then does the shocking grasp thing as she sort of got his attention.
Beautiful, beautiful. Hell yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll a D20, please.
Okay.
/ roll I'm gonna do D20. Yeah.
I'm going to do it in game. I rolled a 5.
No way. Man. No way. No way. No way. Okay. Oh, I like that. I like that. Doing the rolls in game. I like that. I like that. That's sick. That's sick. That's sick. I like that. That's sick. That's sick. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay. Oh my God. All right. So, let's contest it. Let's contest it. I'm gonna roll a D20. All right. And oh man, well I rolled a 6. So
man. That's fine.
So as you attempt to shocking grasp this guy, he's swooned by your words. He even blushes a little bit. But your shocking grasp, it's just not enough. And just as he's about to be hypnotized by your alluring gaze, he sees through your devious acts and quickly swerves his motorcycle out of the way and lets out a bit of a chuckle. He says, "Not today, lass. Not today." All right, next in the lineup. All right, we have the gang members. We got the boss and his friend who's over here on the southern side. All right, so the boss, he quickly swerves his bike around and he says, Now then, I gave you your warnings, and now it's time to pay the price." And then he opens up. He revs his engine. And you see flames shoot out from the exhaust pipes of this astral shark. And the astral shark's mouth opens up. And you see like this beam begin to charge up. And then it shoots directly forward. Let's roll a D20. Let me just roll a straight. Holy shit! Oh my God. Nat 20. All right. You see this beam get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and he shoots it. Bam! And it hits the 4 of you. Please, all 4 of you hit me with your best Constitution saving throw. Effie, in game, you could just roll a straight D20 and we'll see what you get.
13.
13, okay, so you got a 13. All right, cool. All right, 15. Oh, 14, 6, 15. And what'd you get, Effie?
13.
13. So we got a 13, a 14, a 6. Okay, so with that being said, Rusalka and Lucky Devil and Effie, the 4 of you get blasted, get blasted away. All right, get blasted away. But Rusalka, Effie, and Lucky Devil, you gather yourselves, and you brace for impact. However, Officer runs with your 6. You get knocked into the air. All right, you get knocked into the air, and suddenly you land, if by divine favor or fate, or maybe even a little bit of luck, you land on the back seat of the motorcycle of his friend that's on the south side. You do receive a bit of damage. All right, you receive 5 points of cosmic energy shark blast damage. But hey, you're on the back seat of this fucking astral motorcycle. Next in the lineup is his friend that's on the south side, and he looks around and he says, "What the fuck? Who that? Oh, it's Rans. Oh, Rans. Well, I mean, well, you're with me now. Wait." And then he sees through. He says, "Wait, you're not Rans." And he's gonna attempt to kind of barrel roll you off of this motorcycle. He's gonna roll a D20. 14. Officer runs let's contest it. Hit me with your best. Constitution saving throw, please.
Give him a little.
Woo! 20! There it is. We see this guy. He says, "You're not Rans, and he does this barrel roll. And then we see the shark kind of do like a barrel roll. But Officer Run holds on tight. And you do not get flung off. At the top of the order, next in the lineup, Rusalka.
Oh, good. I have my moonbeam ready this time.
Oh my
so
god.
hopefully it'll go a little bit better.
Oh my god.
Then my dominate beast are gonna. I don't want to encourage his behavior any further. We're not gonna try that one again. Gonna try. So we are obviously Runs is with the other one, so I'm going to take his buddy and see.
There it is. All right. With a 12. Bada boom. All right. So as you lay down this beam on top of the boss. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Is that the? I think that's the damage, right? Is that the damage? Radiant to the damage. Let me see. I think that's the. Yeah, I think 12. Yeah, that might be the damage. Just click.
Okay.
Yeah. Click. Just like the moonbeam spell, and then I think it'll give like the thing that I have to contest. Bada boom. Good. Okay, good. DC save. All right, Constitution save. All right, let me roll a D20. Bada boom. Ooh, Jesus. 18. All right.
God.
Oh my God. But it's
every spell failed.
There it is. All right. But I think, let me see. When the cylinder appears, each creature in it makes a Constitution saving throw. A creature also makes a save when the spell's area moves. All right. And let me see. A creature makes the save only once per turn. Do you get half damage? Let me see. A creature also makes a spell. Spell's area moves in space when it enters by the end of its turn. Does it receive half damage? You know what? Fuck it. Let's say it does receive half damage because it should. All right. So, bada boom. All right. As we lay down this moonbeam, all right, we see this beautiful moonbeam come down onto the face of this rhinoceros gang member boss. He saves it. He braces for impact, but he still receives a little bit of ancestral fey wild magic. He receives, let me see, half a 12. He receives 6 points of ancestral fey damage. And you kind of like see like his like leather jacket start to like light ablaze, but he shrugs it off quickly. Next in the lineup. Officer Runs. You're on the back motorcycle. You're on the backseat motorcycle of this dude.
I'm gonna try to do something a little epic with my AI friend here.
Hit me with it.
I'm gonna. Officer Runs is gonna take his lance and sit there and talk to Roy and say, "This has been a power invested into me by the power of my new god," and I'm gonna use vow of empathy and channel my vow into it, which then gives me an attack bonus to guarantee that I get an advantage on my attacks for my next turn.
Oh my God,
and
I love it.
While I'm standing above him and being like, "Sorry, Roy, I've been taken by this new power," I'm gonna divine smite channel it and turn it into a plasma lance. While he's sitting there in shock and awe, I'm gonna smash him in the face with it twice.
Let's get some rolls in. Hell yeah. He's still like, this guy, he tried to barrel roll you off, but it didn't work. All right, so good. So we have the 9 damage on the divine smite. All right, go ahead and roll the
that was
attack.
a damage roll? Oops.
Yeah.
I'm at to roll the attack.
No, you good. Yeah, you good.
I got to attack with this one, I think.
All right, beautiful. All right, good. Hell yeah. There it is. And go ahead and, roll for damage, and we'll add the smite damage. 12 hits.
This one?
Woo! Oh my God. God bless. 13 plus 9. Damn. Chunky damage. And so, as we see this divine energy, this vow of empathy course through Officer Runs, like Star-Lord ignites in a ball of radiant flame, And we see Roy. He looks back. He says, "What the fuck? Oh no! Oh no!" And hit me with some flavor. Hit me with some flavor. This attack hits, and it is enough to put him down. It is enough to put him down. Hit me with some flavor, Officer Runs.
For my new goddess!
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! And you
I
go
didn't give
ahead.
her a name.
Hell yeah! You plunge
Like I said, you're
this
tin can god.
you plunge this plasma lance through his chest, and the android commanding this vehicle, you just see it like bzz, 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 and just a bunch of different like shards spill everywhere, and it quickly slumps. All the power and life that was inside this android just like goes and collapses, and this thing just falls into the endless abyss. Officer Runs, you're now commanding. You are now commandeering an astral shark motorcycle. Next in the lineup.
Woot.
You're not keeping it. No.
Next in the lineup, Lucky Devil.
I'm really wanting to bring out the flamethrower at some point. I don't know if now's the time. What do we think? Is now the time for the flamethrower?
You suddenly feel a familiar tingle in the back of your mind, Lucky Devil. And a familiar voice speaks to you through your mind. It's Bob. And Bob says,
Let it burn. Burn them, my child.
Yes. Yes. Alright, let me figure out where I click on this. Hold on. It's a thing. Is it a spell? It's not a spell, is it? Yeah, tell me what to roll here.
Oh.
I don't know where I put this flamethrower.
Let me
I
see.
don't know what I'm doing.
I got you,
I'm
I got you, baby. Lucky Devil, inventory, flamethrower. I don't see flamethrower in inventory. Let me see. What you got? Oh, flamethrower right there. Okay, so flamethrower. Yeah, let's go ahead. Here, this is what we're gonna do. Bada boom. All right.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay.
Flamethrower.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got it.
There it is. Beautiful. Oh my God. How did you? Where the hell does flamethrower even come from? Let me just.
We manually entered it, but it was on the compendium.
That's
somehow,
so sick. I fucking love it, yo. I fucking love it. Hell yeah, yo. Flamethrower, yo. That's probably from like Eberron or something like that. I fucking love it, dude. Hell yeah, sick, man. All right, spelled. All right, beautiful. So flamethrower, DC save of 14. Let's fucking run it. Let me roll them bones. 8. Ha 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 ha. He fails it. All right, go ahead. Let me see. All right, so please, Lucky Devil, roll for damage as you let loose. You let it rip this flamethrower. A big ass fireball comes out. Click that damage, and let's see what we get. Let's see how much damage this guy is gonna receive. Hell yeah.
I hit it twice.
All right.
Pick whichever one of those you like. What?
All right, we'll go with the first one. You let out this fireball. Woof. And as this boss, this rhinoceros gang leader boss of the Jawbreakers, receives 3 points of damage. You see his biker vest ignite and flame. He shakes it off, and then that is when you are greeted with a horror that you did not expect to see today. You see that this rhinoceros boss, he's got some nips. He's got some nips, but they're very tiny. He's got tiny nips. Yams,
is that
you? There it is. And you kind of see him. He feels a little self-conscious, and he tries to cover up his nips. He says, it's hereditary. Don't look at me. Next in the lineup, Effie, you're up. You see this rhinoceros boss. He shakes off his fucking leather vest, and then you're greeted with those tiny nips.
Don't be distracted by the nips.
I'm trying my hardest. So she kind of pulls a face. And she's like, right, I've had enough of this. And she casts Fireball and just... Vroom.
Roll it.
I'm gonna...
Hit me with your best D20. Hit me with your best D20. All right. There it is. Well, I'll tell you what, but you are blessed. Hit me with a D4. Hit me with a random D4. Random D4. Or random 4.
Okay.
Roll 4. All right. 4! Hell yeah, 14. 14. We see our wood elf. Our half elf. We see our half elf ignite into a ball of flame as you channel that ancient Feywild magic. Suddenly, like Goku, a massive spirit bomb, except this spirit bomb is made of fire. And we see Effie launch it down. Effie, pray tell, how do you want to do this? Hit me with some flavor. How does this combat end?
Sorry.
Nah, you good?
So she just
She did it for the nips.
She did it for the nips. They were too small. So she just draws her hand back and goes, wah!
I love it. Yeah.
There's no finesse. Finesse. Just hits him.
With a bit of grace almost. And we see this fireball come crashing down on this guy, on this rhinoceros. And we see him and his astral shark motorcycle engulf in flames. And as he plummets into the bottomless void, he is no more. And the four of you have successfully completed this combat encounter. Good job. Officer runs. As the four of you kind of get your bearings, or as I should say, as the three of you kind of get your bearings.
He's on this motorcycle over here.
We take a gander. Officer runs. You've got a pretty gnarly looking motorcycle, and you're just like kind of driving it alongside the Nautiloid. Pray tell, what happens
This
next?
feels like home. I will continue riding this shark, just like my divine motorcycle that levitates with holy light.
I love it. I
will inweave it with some magical AI, though, of holy power, so it binds to my bidding.
Go for it. Yeah. No, that's sick. That is gnarly. I love that. So,
I shake my head. I walk over to my other party members, and I say, it always comes down to fireballs and runs.
Effie just shrugs. Like, yeah.
Yeah, we tried our best, right? Lucky. We always try our best.
I love it.
I'll come over there and I'll lean in. Did anyone see those tiny nips, though?
I mean,
there you go. We see Officer runs kind of just pilot this astral shark, and just like a badass, just like kind of like lands it down, and this shark is now kind of glowing with a bit of radiant glow from our Aasimar paladin. Officer runs. You get off this thing, and you kind of like you kick the kickstand, you park it, you lean it there, and as the echoes of battle fade, there's a tense calm settles over the deck of the Starry Horizon, and the ship's living walls pulse softly, as if exhaling a deep, relieved sigh. And the four of you take a moment to catch your breath, and you're glancing around at the remnants of chaos scattered across the deck. You take a look at the astral shark motorcycle shimmering in its radiant glory, and well, there's evidence of another wild chapter in your journey through this astral sea. And then the ship's intercom crackles to life in a dry, sardonic tone, and it says,
"All right, you magnificent misfits. Time to pack up the party favors. We've got bigger fish to fry."
And
Can I? I'm gonna pat you here, Bob. I'm gonna say, all right, you overgrown jellyfish, let's take you home.
And as you say that, a holographic star map flares up, kind of like as if it's being like projected onto the main deck. And you see it's pinpointing a glowing anomaly that's drifting into view, the rocks that you had seen before. And its outline is unmistakably that of an interdimensional toll booth. And Captain Starfish comes onto the radio. And you can definitely tell he's got a bit of a mischievous grin on his face. He says, psh, psh, hey, did I hear that right? Hey, did I hear that right? Did you just take on the entire Jawbreakers gang and live to tell the tale? What did I say about no combat on the main deck?
You'll have to take that up with Bob.
Oh, you mean
He has
Roy?
a thirst for blood.
Roy. my old chap back there. Oh, he fell off his horse.
Very well. Well, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at the GPS here, and he kind of like hangs. He kind of hangs back for a bit. And he says, "Hey, don't worry. Listen, we're gonna play with the other two heads. All right? We already played with the one head. Now we're gonna play with the other two heads. All right? Don't worry. Listen, I'm usually used to talking to people with one head. Not really used to talking with people with three heads. Don't worry, I'm going to give you all the love. Yes. Woo, yes, all the love. Sorry. It's just, anyway, don't mind me." And he says, well, nice work out there. And his voice is as raspy as the ship creaks. And he says, well, we're not off the hook yet. You see, I'm looking at up ahead. Up ahead is Graz the Unwavering. He's a bureaucratic beholder with a knack for collecting tolls in the form of your most embarrassing secrets. And if you want safe passage, you'll have to play ball. And then he quickly kind of like, he says, but anyways, good luck and, well, I'll be in touch. And he quickly hangs up. And outside the viewport, there's a bizarre, surreal structure that looms against the backdrop of the infinite stars. It's a toll booth. And it seems to have been plucked from the fevered dreams of a cosmic bureaucrat. And its presence is as absurd as it is foreboding, promising a challenge that tests not just your combat prowess, but your wits and your willingness to bear a little too much of your soul. And the Starry Horizon, it glides steadily toward the strange new objective. It sails, whispering promises of chaos and revelations yet to come. Now, at this crossroads of destiny and absurdity, the next chapter of your adventure begins. It beckons. Will you reveal your secrets to pass unscathed, or find another way to outsmart this interdimensional gatekeeper? There's only one way to find out as we embark onward into the unknown. And as our ship approaches this massive toll booth, let me just get a beholder really quickly. All right, beholder, monster manual, and let's go with a. Ooh, this one. Actually, no. Let's go with this one. This one looks pretty cool. Hang on. Hey, there we go. Oh, that's a big boy.
Oh,
That's a big boy.
that's a really big boy.
That's a big boy. All right. As a big boy. Fuck it, he's huge. This is a toll booth. This is a massive toll booth. He's huge. As as the Starry Horizon comes to this toll booth, you see what appears to be a mechanical beholder. Now, you're all level 7. You've seen beholders before, but you've never seen a beholder of this magnitude, this size, of this mechanical nature. And there's a few other ships in front of you. There's like 2 other ships, 2 other cosmic cruisers, and they kind of like, you wait in line. As you're waiting in line to be beckoned forth by this beholder that pays its tolls in embarrassing secrets, what are the 4 of you doing? What are the 4 of you chatting about?
I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I really am curious about what on earth that 3-headed lady was doing to Captain Shellfish to make him turn from a New Yorker to a Brit. I don't know what he did. What was going on? It's quite exciting, though. I would love to know.
Rusalka, please hit me. Rusalka, please hit me with your best. Hit me with your best wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Oh my god, that's great. Okay, see that. Okay, let's roll. All right.
Yeah, there it is. 19. You feel this familiar Bob voice slither into your mind.
Uh-oh.
And Bob says to you,
We're going to break the 4th wall for a moment, child.
Uh-oh.
Sometimes even the narrator of your own story forgets what voices to use.
I thought it was a good plot twist. I think maybe each head, like, turns him into some other person.
He really does know all.
There it is, yeah. There it is. I love it. I love it.
All right. Also, who's going into this beholder? Because it's not me. Runs, you don't have anything going on in your brain. You do it. You had me go. You do it. You do it. You're my strong warrior, and I love you.
There it is. There it is.
We have this magnificent shark motorcycle I can send in there.
Yes, it probably doesn't have any thoughts either. It's a good one.
Is he just a shield?
He is our meat shield. He's a strong, independent meat shield.
I love that. I love that.
But anyway, I'll let someone else. Does anybody else want to offer to go to the beholder?
Officer Runs will go into the.
I'm gonna go with the cap.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go with the cap. I don't trust him on his own.
There it is. So as the ship pulls up to this massive toll booth, you are then greeted by this gigantic beholder. And it's got all these different, like, mechanized appendages, these mechanized noodly appendages, and there's a bunch of different cameras, and they're like kind of like looking like these almost like Doc Ock from Spider-Man. It can retract and extend these like little like noodly appendages on its face, and you kind of like this camera. These cameras, like, you see reflection in the camera, and like it's going in, like it's up in your face, and then you hear like you see it like looking in front of your faces, and then you hear like a very staticky voice coming from this mechanized beholder's mouth, except the mouth isn't moving, but you hear a very friendly voice, and it says, "Hey, hi. Well, welcome to the intergalactic toll booth of the Astral Sea. Pray tell, how many are traveling? Is it just 4?
It's just 4.
Okay,
Unless you can fit my shark.
Okay.
The shark motorcycle, yes.
Oh, okay.
We have to
I
give.
see. Wait, wow. Oh my.
Does Bob count as one?
That's fun.
Wait. Oh, who's Bob? Who's Bob? The voice says.
Okay. Yes. Also, the ship is Bob.
Oh.
Also known as.
We've got a no. Wow. How the heck is this thing still alive? Oh my goodness. This thing has definitely seen some. Wait, is this the star? Oh my God, this is the Starry Horizon. My goodness, this thing has definitely seen some. How is Captain How is Captain Shellfish doing these days? I haven't seen him in quite some time.
He's having a great time.
Okay.
His accent keeps changing.
See, that's a thing. Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, I mean, sometimes he'll come in with a bit of a raspy voice sometimes, and then other times I see him and his voice is like very high pitched. I really don't know what's up with that guy. I don't know, but
it depends on what head you're talking to.
I think so.
He's
yes,
Captain Starfish.
Shellfish.
Shellfish. You're right.
There it is.
He's just getting ahead in life. You know what I mean?
There it is.
Yes.
There it is.
Literally, and more than once. Yes.
Okay. If he stood back watching all of this, her hair's a bit of a mess at the back because she only just woke up.
Yeah.
Her fluffy slippers have space rhino goo on them. She's not happy. She's not happy. And she's watching this like, she's piloted ships before, so she's kind of looking like, I've never seen this kind of mechanism before. And she's sort of watching like everyone being very nice, and she's thinking, it's not asking for our papers, it's not asking for money. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but she's not saying anything. She's just watching.
I love it.
Everyone. Yeah. Okay.
I love it. Hell yeah, for sure. You see, as this mechanized beholder is having like a conversation with y'all. Then it's like little camera retracts and it's looking at the astral like shark motorcycle, and then the staticky voice from the other end of this mechanized beholder, it says, well, I've checked, and now the astral shark doesn't need to pay a toll, but the four of you do. And as you know, or as you may or may not know, I receive tolls in the form of your most embarrassing secrets. So, with that being said, let's see, what do we have here? We have a tiefling. Okay, I've seen a bunch of you around. All right, we have a wood. Oh wow, a wood elf and a half elf traveling together. Oh, must be quite a fun time. And an Aasimar. Okay, cool. All right. Well, with that being said, let's go with you, tiefling. Ooh, I can smell some alcohol on your breath. Man, this is definitely a party ship if I ever saw one. So, well, you there. And then like this camera, then like 3 cameras go in front of your face, lucky devil. All right. And like a little microphone comes out as well. All right. Well, go ahead and speak into the microphone when you're ready. Please tell me your most embarrassing secret.
Just one?
Oh, yeah, sure. Just one.
So Lucky Devil kind of looks around. Her eyes are kind of wandering across the mechanism and kind of seeing what it's made of, getting the measure of it. Mm-hmm. And she kind of leans in. Mm-hmm. I think my most embarrassing secret is that I kind of like it when Bob slithers his tentacles into my brain.
Okay. And like there's a bit of silence. There's a bit of silence for a moment, even silence from your party members. And the mechanized beholder, it kind of like stares at you blankly. And you see like its LED eyes kind of do like a blink. Bloop, bloop, bloop. And then it leans in closer. Actually, the microphone leans in kind of like closer and the cameras get a little closer. And then you hear like a... Go on.
There's really nothing more to it. Give me those tentacles, baby.
I see. I see. Thank you. And you see the microphone kind of like slowly go away. And then the microphone and the cameras, you see like a little like green check mark project above its like LED screen that's on its forehead. You actually see your 4 faces projected onto this LED screen above its head, and then we see a green check mark. We see a green check mark above Lucky Devil's face, and then the 3 cameras and the microphone travel over to Rusalka, and then the voice says, "All right, and what is your most embarrassing secret?"
So I'm obviously tense, and I'm kind of looking around, staring at the device. Very uncomfortable. I was a fan of Nixon. Does it? You heard?
Go on. You were a fan of what?
No.
Oh.
It's Run's fault. It's really Run's fault because he brings his stupid cassettes onto the ship, and I'm a fan of New Kids on the Block. Okay, I really like New Kids on the Block. I can't help it.
Okay, all right.
It's really beneath my people, and I shouldn't like it. But
You see, a little kind of compartment on the side of the mechanical beholder's like head opens up, and like a little arm comes out, and it's almost like holding it's almost like tweezer shaped, and it's holding a napkin, and it extends it to you. Little tissue.
I appreciate it.
No, you're welcome. I mean, no. I mean, hey, listen, I'm not a fan of New Kids on the Block. I'm not a fan of New Kids on the Block, but hey, every band needs their own fans. And you know what? It's all right. There's no need to cry. You're right. You okay?
Thank you, because I just feel like people don't understand how beautiful Jordan's voice is.
Hey.
Oh my God. Okay.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Hey, I mean, listen. This one over here likes tentacles slithered in its mind. You like New Kids on the Block. Hey, you know what? No, it's all right. It's okay.
Everybody has their thing. I mean, it's not.
Everybody. Hey, listen. Everybody has their thing, and that's okay. No, you're good. It's all right. I appreciate you. Thank you. And then you hear like a little bit of like staticky chuckle coming from like the microphone, but it's very subtle. And then we see projected on the LED screen, we see your face, and then we see a green check mark get checked as a very valid, embarrassing secret. And then the cameras and the microphone go over to Officer Runs. And it says, and then you hear the voice say, "All right, well, we've got a New Kids on the Block fan, and we also have a someone that really enjoys tentacles slithering into the mind. All right, what's your most embarrassing secret?"
As Officer Runs is looking at all of this technology, he's taking it all in, and he goes in and leans in to answer the question. I was very turned on by those tiny little nipples. I can't get enough of those tiny little nipples. They're embedded in my memory, and I can't stop seeing them. I can't figure out if I want to touch them, or if I just have to hold them.
Is that why Roy knew you? Is that what this was about?
And
what?
Oh my God!
And
Listen, there was just fire. It was just everything that was going on. I don't know. And now I have his shark, and now it just seems like fate and holy. It just seems right.
All right. And the beholder kind of like it says, "All right." Well, it retracts its microphone, and it's like cameras that are like up in your face. And the beholder says, well, listen, I may be a beholder. I may be a mechanical beholder, but you know, as you may know, us beholders, we do have our treasures. We definitely do have our treasures. And we also love making deals. So I'll tell you what. If you trade me that Astral Shark motorcycle of yours, I'll give you a gift. A gift that I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy. What do you say? And then like these 2 little mechanized hands kind of like extend out of the side of its head, and it's doing like the hand rubbing motion, like it wants to like make a deal. It says, "What do you say? I like deals. Do you?"
I will agree to these terms, but with a sleight of my hand, I will pull my AI power back out of it.
Okay.
You're not gonna get the infuse.
Okay. All right. So as we see Officer Runs retract the AI magic, the AI blessing of that it has bestowed upon this shark. We see it kind of like lose its radiant glow, and it's still an astral shark motorcycle, but it's definitely lost some of its cool factor because it's no longer glowing with this astral energy. And the mechanized beholder says, "So we do have a deal. Awesome. All right. Well, very well. Thank you. And we see like this kind of like like the claw machine hand from like the arcades. It kind of like sticks out of its many compartments, and it like kind of and like the claw machine. It tries to grab it, but then it misses the first time, and then you hear it like." And then you hear the voice on the other end. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's just, I swear, somebody ought to fix these things. Anyway, hang on. And the claw machine comes down and it kind of like grabs the handlebar, but then the bike is so heavy, and then like it just falls down. And then you hear like the voice on the other side. Oh, come on, man. I just want. Hang on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna get you out of here in just a bit. I gotta get this bike. And then finally, after a while, it grabs the bike, and then kind of like the hatch opens up above its head, and the astral motorcycle motorcycle goes inside of the compartment, and then a little arm comes out from its other side of its many hatches, and it's holding a card, like a card-shaped piece of paper in its hand, and it places it in your hand, Officer Runs. And as you take a look at it, it's a Polaroid. And as you glance at this Polaroid, as you glance at this Polaroid, it is a Polaroid picture of two tiny nips from the rhinoceros that Effie just fucking lit ablaze with a massive fireball. And the mechanical beholder looks at you and says, "What do we say?"
Oh, thank you. And then I hold it to my chest and put it in my plate armor to make it safe.
I love it.
You should get like a bonus, like a plus something for like.
I love it.
Adding it to his armor.
I love
These
it.
tiny little nips.
I love it.
Nip bonus power.
I love it. And
these remind me just like Yammy's little tiny nips. Yes.
I love it. All right. I love it. And then we see Officer Run's portrait projected above the LED screen on the face of this mechanical beholder, and then we see a giant green check mark, and then the cameras and the microphone get kind of like slithered their way into into pretty much like the face of Effie, and says, "All right, well, that's three embarrassing secrets down. All right, now then, hello there, little wood elf. What is your most embarrassing secret?"
Okay, so Effie is just looking between them all like, what the fuck? At everything that's going on, just staring. Yeah. And then she sort of rolls her eyes because she's tired. There's all this chaos going on around her. And she's still got her hair sticking up, still looking kind of... I just want my coffee, guys. What the fuck is this? So, and she kind of looks at the microphone. She gives it a dirty look. She's pissed. She's pissed.
Oh my God,
she doesn't want to say anything. So she's kind of like, okay, all right. I guess if this is the toll, pretty weird. And she leans in and she says, "If any of you..." Oh, sorry, hold on, I need to do a voice. "If any of you ever repeat this, I will kill you myself." And then she says, takes a deep breath. I fucked a tree, all right? And then she doesn't say anything else.
And And
What else? What in the...
In my defense, I didn't know he was a tree.
Officer Run has to know. Did it look like a tree ant?
I'm not at liberty to divulge the. And she's blushing. She's gone really red and like looks very uncomfortable.
and
I don't understand how that works.
And-
I don't want to know. It's fine. I won't talk about it.
as
I don't want to talk about it.
as you say this, you hear the voice from the very mechanical voice coming from the other side of this, whoever's commanding this mechanical beholder, and the mechanical beholder says, "Thank you. That'll be all. I mean, I've heard weirder things from wood elves, from half elves, but out of curiosity, did this tree look like this?" And he projects the image. He projects this image
God.
that is big enough for the galaxy to see. and he says, "Did it look like? Was this the guy? Was this the guy?"
I told you, I don't want to fucking talk about it, mate. It's my god. My god.
Yeah.
Staring at it like,
I know.
He clearly has a reputation.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
Oh my God.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, don't do that.
What?
Don't ever do that again. All right? Just
No.
you see this face? You see this guy?
Yeah.
You just run
Yeah.
away. No, he's dirty. He's filthy. He's nasty. He's nasty.
Oh, okay.
He wears Crocs
Oh,
without
okay.
socks.
Oh, that's disgusting. Oh my god,
Amazing.
Don't do that. He's got very sweaty
Is
feet.
it not a deciduous? It's a decidu don't.
Yeah.
Decidu don't.
Don't
tree.
do that. Don't do that.
Did
I'll
I-
forgive you, but don't ever do that. And then like he retracts the image and of this nasty tree, and then we see the
Oh,
face.
God.
We see your face. We see Effie's face on this projected screen, and then a giant check mark appears above your head, and then the mechanical beholder says, "All right, well, that is 4 very, very, very interesting and embarrassing secrets. Thank you very, very much. May you walk always in the light of the mother astral crystal. And by chance, where are you headed? If you don't mind me saying."
Oh.
Oh, we have a map.
I was gonna say I'm gonna try to speak telepathically to Bob and ask him if we should sort of come up with a
Real
fake answer or
teleportation.
the real answer.
Ooh, as Bob slithers his way into your mind,
Never get used to that.
you hear it. You hear Bob say to you,
Mechanic, he says, beholders dabble in secrets. Though this one seems friendly, you could perhaps tell them the truth.
I never get used to that.
The wet
Hey, we're going to see Renz has an AI congregation that worship his AI, and he's been excited about this pilgrimage, aren't you, Renz? You're very excited.
I'm still admiring the beholder and these tiny little nips in this
See,
photo.
look at him. He's enchanted already. He's very excited.
I love it. And the mechanical beholder says, well, why didn't you say anything? I would have gotten you out of here ages ago. Yeah, just go ahead. You see that star cluster? You see that star cluster over there? And like the camera like points, you know, zooming to like a distant star. Yeah, just go ahead, jump to light speed, and well, that's where you got it. That's where you got it. You should have said something long ago. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Well, anyways, the four of you, yeah, get out of here. Get out of here. You're free to go. Thank you very, very, very much for the secrets, and thank you for the astral motorcycle shark thing. This is, I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to drive this thing, but I mean, it's. I'll add it to my collection. Thank you. Out of curiosity, what do the four of you call yourselves anyway? You a team or something?
Oh my goodness.
I didn't come up with one.
The misfit match.
The misfit.
We're definitely the misfit match.
The misfit match. Misfit match. All right, let me write that down. Misfit match. Yeah. Well, anytime the four of you need to travel, you don't even got to give me any secrets. You're just free to go. All right.
That's wonderful.
Cool.
We appreciate you also.
No, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah.
If you need, I have a very good reduction spell for that shark motorcycle. So if you would like it to just be a figurine, just let me know.
You know what? I'd love that. I'd love that. And then like,
all right, let's go for it.
And like the claw kind of just comes out again, and it's holding it right in front of you.
Okay, let me get to my spells. Okay. Reduction.
Who would want a spell to make things smaller? Am I right?
And as you say that, as you say that, the camera. Oh my God! There it is. The moan, sister ass, the moan. Ah! I'm telling you, we suddenly hear the moans coming as it projected from the astral sea. And then
I did roll. I don't know if
there it is. There it is. Beautiful. As we see the shark motorcycle get shrunken into a much more, figurine-like shape. The voice, it actually because it shrinks, it actually falls out of the claws of these massive claws, and it hits the ground, and the mechanical beholder says, "Oh my God, I didn't think it would fall out of the claws." And then it's like trying to like pick up like the little figurine, kind of like when you're trying to pick up like a penny off the ground, and you're like, "Oh, come on, damn it!" And it's like, "Hang on 1 second, let me just go ahead and grab this real quick." And hang on, no, I've got this. No, don't help me. You don't have to help me. I've got this, fine. And it picks it up, and then retracts its claw, and then it goes in. Well, the four of you, the misfit match, the four of you are free to go. And yeah, no, anytime you come across this toll booth or any toll booth, all right, any toll booth, you're free to go because those are some amazing secrets. But anyways, walk always in the light of the astral crystal, and well, yeah, like I said, just head over that star cluster over there. You might have to jump to light speed, but yeah, no, you're free to go. You're free to go.
Thank you very much.
Oh no, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I appreciate your time.
And he kind of just like
enjoy your motorcycle.
Oh no, I will. Thank you. And wait, where do I go? Okay, yeah, no. And then as the four of you as he fades off into the distance, and the four of you, the ship begins to propel itself to its final destination. The Starry Horizon slips into a radiant alcove of the astral sea, a hidden sanctuary where colossal, ancient nautiloids drift like silent sentinels amid shimmering starlight. The ship's living walls pulse in a slow, rhythmic welcome, and a gentle hum seems to emanate from the very air around you. And as you take in this awe-inspiring vista, the silence deepens until it is broken by a chorus of ethereal voices. And before the four of you, emerging from swirling mists and the luminescent glow of the reef, stand spectral figures an ancient council of nautiloid guardians. Their forms are both majestic and otherworldly, their eyes shimmering with the weight of centuries. The foremost of them speaks, its voice resonating like the echo of the tides. And it says, it slithers into your mind, and it speaks telepathically to you. It says,
it says, brave travelers, you have sailed far through chaos and cosmic storms to return with a relic of our kin, a vessel touched by both life and loss. Yet before you may share in the sanctuary of our home, you must prove your worth. We ask you, what does rebirth mean to you? Is it merely the restoration of form? Or is it the renewal of purpose and spirit?
and the air grows thick with anticipation as every soul aboard the Starry Horizon feels the gravity of this challenge. The Guardian's luminous eyes seem to pierce into your very hearts, seeking an answer that goes beyond words, a promise, conviction, a new beginning forged by your journey. And you're given this moment not for combat, but to reflect, to speak from deep within, in the quiet between the Guardian's question and your reply. The fate of the ship, the legacy of a long-lost crustacean spirit, and the future of these ancient beings all hang in the balance. Now, how will you honor the past and chart a course for the future? Will you vow to safeguard the memory of those who came before, to mend what was broken, and to carry forward a spark of hope into the uncharted reaches of the cosmos? The final challenge is yours through the power of your words and convictions. Now I want you to take a breath and gather your thoughts, champions. You misfit menagerie, you misfit match. I want you to let your answer be the key that unlocks the next chapter of destiny. One that's going to shape the legacy of the Starry Horizon and the eternal dance of the astral sea. Now then, it says again,
what does rebirth mean to you for?
Lucky Devil is too drunk for this kind of deep philosophical conversation.
Oh no.
Effie steps up and she kind of looks up into the red eyes of the leader, and she says, eternity. I think that it's past, present, and future distilled. That's what rebirth means to me.
I see.
Rebirth means to me to quiet the voices in my head of the ones that we lost in my homeland, and to seek vengeance for the blood that was spilled and the water that courses through my veins.
Tell me.
the voice slithers its way into your mind.
Tell me, child. What is it that you desire most in life?
It's to see Vexograth destroyed utterly.
In bringing this creature back to its home, the one we know as B.O.B, We shall give you the gift of one wish, anything that you desire. Pray tell, child. If you truly wish for Vexograth to be destroyed, then we shall will it to be. But just know, this is your one and only wish.
On second thought, if it was my only wish, now with the powers that I have been given, I would rather restore my people and go protect them.
Ooh. I see. And then we shall let it be.
And then suddenly, the sky around you kind of shifts into a swirling mist, a swirling fog, and the sky blots out in complete darkness, and we see Rusalka. Rusalka, your character is the only one standing in this complete, utter darkness. It's as if there's a light tube shining down on you, and you look around you and your party is nowhere to be seen. And the kind of nautiloid guardians that basically just look like the ship that you're on, but much more massive, much more, gargantuan in size, almost Titanic size, they fade out of existence. And then we see this wood elf warrior in badass armor, and it's you. And we see you restoring your civilization. We see elven statues being constructed in your likeness. We see the trees blossoming and blooming. And then a voice, the voice of the Elder Guardians, slithers into your mind, and it says,
"Very well, child. The images that you see before you are you in the near future, as you bring back restoration to your civilization, to your homeland. You will be hailed as a hero. It will take some time for these events to take place, but nevertheless, child, we shall will it to be."
And then the sky turns from pitch black to a nice, soft, bioluminescent glow of blues and yellows and oranges, and you're back on the Nautiloid, you're back on the Starry Horizon, you're back with your compatriots, and the voice speaks to you, speaks to Lucky Devil, and it slithers into your mind, and it says,
"Now you, my tiefling child, for bringing us this gift, this Nautiloid back home, tell us, what is your one wish?"
My one wish? She kind of chuckles to herself. I just want to know if you're single, Bob.
And I got you. Hang on. I got you. All right. And we see an image projected onto the screen. We see an image projected, not even onto the screen. We just see like an illusion almost, kind of being projected. And the Nautiloid Guardian speaks to you into your mind, and again, Lucky Devil, the immediate surrounding area shifts to just complete darkness, complete void, complete emptiness. And then you see this image projected in front of you, this massive image of what seems to be a mind flare with like just noodly appendages for a mouth, for lips, eyes as white as snow.
Wow.
And then a voice pierces your brain. And it says,
This is Bob. This is Bob in its true form. Now, if you wish to woohoo with said Bob, pray tell. I ask you this, Lucky
Swipe
Devil.
right.
Smash or pass?
Anyway.
Oh my god.
Absolutely smash.
Oh wow.
and the Nautiloid,
Galaxy Lifetime Cruise.
and the Nautiloid Elder Guardian processes this thought, and the image of Bob quickly fades into a new image of you and Bob. You and Bob. Some time has passed, but you've grown to love each other. You've grown to live with one another. You've even sired children, half tiefling, half Bob, and
Bob.
You know, that one.
Oh my god.
and I mean, we see for the first time ever what a half mind flayer, half tiefling would look like, and it looks pretty damn cool. They've got the signature tiefling horns and that signature tiefling tail. Instead of red skin, it's like red and blue makes like purple. So, you know, like it's almost like a purplish skin, and where there would be a mouth are like mind flayer tentacle mouths and shit. But it looks pretty damn cool. And we see Lucky Devil, you see yourself, you know, raising these children, and you and Bob live a very, very happy life. And then the voice says to you, it says,
Your wish has been granted, but this will take some time.
and you feel Bob slither into your mind, Lucky Devil, and then it says,
Very well. I shall be going with you in time.
and the elders look at you, Officer Runs, and says,
Oh man.
What do you wish most in this world?
Officer Run sits there and ponders with his hand on his chin, wondering, with his thought of his AI companions and masters. After a brief moment, wonders his only mission was to cleanse the corrupted wastes, to fulfill his oath, to then free his burden of his oath.
Mm-hmm.
That would probably be my one and only wish, and that would free the darkness throughout this universe. So I've been told.
And so we see Officer Runs, You then become shrouded in darkness, in an empty, pitch-black void. It's just you standing there. And then you see yourself, a almost war veteran, a paladin that carried their oath for years. A hero you are in this image that you see. And then the Nautiloid, the Nautiloid Elder speaks to you and says, "You will become that which you desire most, Paladin. A Paladin that carried their oath until the very end. You will vanquish all threats. You will save your universe, this galaxy. You will travel the stars with you and your compatriots, and you will be the hero that this universe desires. However, you must uphold the truth. The truth. Do you wish to know what that is, child?"
That I'll never get over these tiny little nipples.
That is correct. That is correct. Never lose hope, and never lose that Polaroid picture.
That is my new oath.
And then the Nautiloid speaks to you and says, You will then become no longer a paladin with the oath of empathy, but a paladin of the oath of tiny nips. and at last but not least, Effie, our half-elf. The Nautiloid looks at you with its piercing gaze, its red eyes, its massive tentacles looming in the distance. And it says, Child, what is it that you desire most? What is it that you wish? What is your one wish, child?
Alright, so
Yeah.
she's seen all them getting their wishes, and she's like, right, I got a list. Let's see. I'd really like it if I could have. And she's sort of thinking, like, her mind's going through, like, you know, sandwiches, you know, all the different things she could possibly. Oh, a rug, yeah, rug would be great. And she's sort of, oh yeah. So she sort of, you know, stands a bit taller. And it's kind of, you know.
Wait, I see
tries
that.
to make herself.
I see. Remember what the beholder said. Never again.
Actually, yeah. You hear the Nautiloid elders. You hear just like the soft, you know, kind of like almost like it's like an echoing boom. You know, you just hear like a booming, subtle like. And then she kind of takes a little look around at them. And she sort of looks at her friends and she's like, these people are granting us... Like, she has a moment where she's thinking, these people are granting us anything we want. No. There's no consequence. Okay. All right, and then it's gone. The thought's gone. And she says, well, I'd really like... a place that I can call home, somewhere safe, somewhere I can finally land and start a life. But I also want chocolate and a dog, and I'd like a big garden. And then she just starts going. She's a yapper, and the crew, they're probably looking at her like, uh-oh.
Off she goes. Yeah, I want a castle in the background, obviously, and you're with a moat, and it all belongs to me. And she's just reeling off stuff. She's counting her fingers as she goes, and she gets into the 30s and the 40s.
And go on.
I want dog-shaped balloons. I want a theme park. I love a theme park. You know me.
I love that.
So you got to interrupt her. Or she's just going to keep going.
The Nautiloid, actually, as you're going on, you then are surrounded by immediate darkness and immediate void, and then you hear that voice, that booming voice from the Nautiloid, and it says,
I get it, child. I understand. I understand. There. All right. Now, let me get this straight.
And you see this massive list, this parchment paper, this list, and it says,
let me get this straight. You want, all right, so let's get this straight. So you want balloons.
And then you see the word balloons. Kind of like in like this infernal fiery script written. And then there's like a check.
And then it says, and you want chocolate, all right?
And then you see chocolate, kind of written on it.
And then you see, and you want a theme park. Did you? And then it says, do you want a theme park with a Ferris wheel or a merry-go-round? I can make many things happen, but not. You're gonna have to pick one. Do you want a Ferris wheel or a merry-go-round?
Oh, Ferris wheel, obviously.
All right, Ferris wheel. Okay.
And then you see theme park asterisk with Ferris wheel. And everything that you've ever desired is written on this list. And then it shrinks down into a much more human or elf-like size. And it kind of materializes its way into your hands, and as you're holding it, you see that there's an X and then like a line written, like an X and then like a line where a signature would be, and then almost like as if by like divine magic, a signature gets written on it, and you see like the ink hit the page, and you see that the name being signed reads Nautiloid Daddy. and then like the darkness that swirls around you kind of like fades away, and you see your party members on the brig of this massive Nautiloid ship, and you see the Elder Guardians before you, and the Nautiloid speaks to you again, piercing your mind again, and it says,
now then, when you get back home, wherever home may be for you, there will be someone waiting for you. A beholder. Not a mechanical beholder that you saw before. That guy's weird. He dabbles in weird, embarrassing secrets. But a beholder will come to you, will visit you when you are sleeping. Give them that paper, and everything on that list shall be made yours, my child.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
And as the ancient guardians, their forms shimmering like fragments of a long-lost dream,
fall silent as your impassioned words echo through the celestial chamber. For a heartbeat, time itself seems to still, and then, slowly, the lead guardian kind of leans in closer to you. Still, there's this massive gargantuan creature, and its luminous eyes reflecting the starlight and the fire of your conviction, of your wishes. And it says,
"You've spoken truth, and in doing so, rekindled a spark that had all but faded into oblivion.
Uh-oh.
And in the void of despair, you have shown that hope and pretty elaborate list-like wishes is a force more potent than the darkness of the astral sea. Go forth, champions, and carve your legend into the very fabric of the cosmos."
and as these words, a surge of cosmic energy sweeps over the starry horizon, and the ship shudders as if waking from a deep slumber. Cracks mend with molten silver and patterns of iridescent light ripple across its living hull, and the air hums with a bit of promise and power. And every creak and groan now is just a triumphant chorus of rebirth. And the Guardians' forms begin to dissolve into just motes of stardust, and their blessing echoing into the void. And the spirit of the ancient crustacean whispers its thanks. It's a deep resonant murmur that it vibrates within your very souls. You all feel this deep within you. And then, as the final vestiges of the celestial council vanish, the starry horizon roars to life. Its engines blaze with renewed might, propelling you forward into the infinite cosmos of the astral sea. It's a canvas of possibility, danger, and maybe even a bit of wonder. And in this resounding moment, you realize that this is not the end, but the beginning of a grander chapter. And the cosmos awaits with your next move. Each star, a promise of adventure. Each horizon, a new destiny to be forged. With hearts alight and spirits unbound, the four of you set sail into the unknown, ready to leave your mark upon the universe. And as the four of you set sail with this brand new, refurbished nautiloid ship, though the kind of spirit that was controlling this is no longer with it, its consciousness has been removed, the four of you set sail to embark on a journey that is only best for the Misfit Menagerie.
There you go. That's better.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is a one-shot, my friends. But it wouldn't be a one-shot if there wasn't no epilogue. So, with that being said, 3 months have passed. Your wishes are in the making. Let us start with Lucky Devil. 3 months have passed. The four of you have brought this crustacean that controlled this ship back to its home, and in doing so have been granted wishes. Bob is now a physical being, no longer a
Jack,
voice.
Like,
no longer a voice,
but an actual physical being. All right. And the elder crustaceans have kind of just gone and dematerialized into motes of stardust. So with that being said, 3 months have passed. The four of you have been traveling together. Lucky Devil, what is Lucky Devil up to 3 months from now?
I gotta be honest, you know what she's doing?
Yeah.
Getting drunk, lighting shit on fire,
I love it.
and canoodling with Bob.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Canoodling with Bob. 3 months have passed. It's been an absolute beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time. I love it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Actually, is Bob also part of the team? Does Bob become a fifth member?
You know what? Yes, let's do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love it. Bob becomes a fifth member. I love it. I love that perfectly. All right. Next in the lineup, Rusalka. 3 months have passed. 3 months have passed. You are in the the workings of restoring. You're
restoring my people. Yeah. Yes, we are rebuilding after we've been destroyed by my arch nemesis, and Runs has come along with me to help, since he's helping to rebuild stone by stone with his Polaroid of his nipple close to his chest. Working away with helping my people get back on their feet. And there's laughter again in the halls of the Shattered River.
I love it.
Sorry.
I love that. That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
And of course, we're still going on our adventures and helping others.
That's perfect. Officer Runs. 3 months have passed. 3 months have passed. And you have become the champion and vanquished threats that you wanted to be. Now a Oath of the Nipple Paladin. Tell me, what is Officer Runs up to 3 months from now?
Oh, man. Well, Officer Runs, over the 3 months have passed with this group of found adventurers, has become quite jealous of the love that this group has had, and has started seeking love, and found out that Rusalka was in love and in passion with Officer Runs. So that we bestowed upon my photograph of the nipplies, of the tiny little nips, and I've gone through this adventure now and tried to complete my vow of the tiny little nipples.
You just walked in on me accidentally when I was showering and realized I have tiny nipples too. That's all this is about. That's all this is about.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
My new oath is in full swing.
I love it. I love it. And last but certainly not least, we have the wonderful and amazing Effie. 3 months have passed, and you've now got all the items on that list that you wanted, signed by Nautiloid Daddy. Tell me, 3 months from now, what is Effie up to?
Mate, I'm fucking miserable. I got all these kids around the neighbourhood stealing my dog balloons. I got these fuckers making jokes about me having splinters up me crack. I'm tired of it. I just wish for them to forget the memory.
Oh my god. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that so much.
We do all come ride your Ferris wheel every now and again, so that's a little bit of like.
I love that.
That sounds like a euphemism.
That is amazing. That is.
Anytime you want to come and ride my Ferris wheel.
Do we end up with splinters in our bums too?
That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Perfect. And with that being said, as our story comes to a close, the closing scene, we see the we see the mechanized beholder at his toll booth, all right? and he's playing. We see actually the person inside that's controlling this mechanized beholder. We see the person inside that's controlling this mechanized beholder, and it's a plasmoid. It's like this kind of like really teeny tiny, almost like faceless creature. It looks like basically flubber. It's just like a pile of goo, you know, but it has like it has like hands and legs and everything. And we see him, you know, kind of like playing with that shark motorcycle miniature, just like, you know, vroom 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 vroom. Oh my god! And then as the camera pans out, the camera pans over his list of all the secrets that he's gathered, and our ending shot is of the four of yours absolute wildest, most embarrassing secrets. And we see this one fucked a tree, this one we see it's like his writing he's like this one fucked a tree, this one had a thing with noodly appendages and tentacles, this one had a thing for tiny nips, and this one had a thing for New Kids on the Block. And he's like sitting there looking. He's sitting there looking at his. He's sitting there looking at his list. And he's like, and he just laughs to himself. He's like, ha, man, I sure love this job. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a session, my friends. That is a session. That is a session, my friends. Thank you very, very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up, everybody, for the Misfit Menagerie. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Give it up, everybody. Playing the role of Lucky Devil, our very own Diavola. Give it up, everybody, for Diavola.
Thank you.
Absolutely wild. All right, beautiful. Playing the role of Rusalka, we've got the wonderful and amazing, that is right, Megan, you legend, you champion.
Thank you.
Big shout, Megan. Big shout out, Megan, yo. All right, playing the role of Officer Runs, we have, that is right, Officer Runs! Give it up, everybody, for Officer Runs. There it is, yo. There it is. And of course, playing the role of the wonderful and amazing, that is right, Effie. We've got the wonderful and amazing Grease Bunny. Give it up, everybody, for Grease Bunny. Effie, absolutely wild, yo. Job well damn done. That was so. These sessions, fuck, man. Every single week, I just love them more and more and more. That was damn good fun, yo. That was damn good.
Thank you.
It was good stuff.